Hello and welcome everyone to, I believe, is it round 6?
Seven.
7 of Tier 2, Season 4, and we're here in Austria. I'm joined in the commentary box by the one and only today, Tommy.
Hey.
We are
Mm.
here for the first ever sprint race used in VRL.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting to see how this new experiment is gonna, turn out. Because it has never been done in this league before, and it's just something to mix it up a bit. And if it's a success, we'll see it returning next season in a higher frequency.
It's an interesting thing to see sprint races. We saw it in a couple races throughout the previous real F1 season, like Silverstone, for example, and Brazil. So I wonder how it will work in a league race online on the F1 2021 game.
Yeah, obviously our sprint race is going to be a bit shorter than the real F1 sprint race. It's only 5 laps. But there are points up for grabs, and the finishing order of the sprint race will be your starting position in the main race. So if you screw it up, you won't be in a good starting position for the actual race. And people who are maybe not that good on one lap pace, but always shine in the normal race, maybe this is a way for them to finally get a good starting position.
Yeah,
So yeah, first
well,
one out.
first one that is on a hot lap is Weberson, the McLaren driver. He goes down the back straight. I think it's turn 5 he's heading towards now. Heavy braking zone downhill. Long right-hander. Take it to the outside. Cut to the inside. Now, little section in between Sector 2 and Sector 3. You either can get it perfect by nailing the corner entrance and exit, or you can understeer and completely ruin your lap. It looked quite clean and tidy from Webson on his first lap here. Goes round the final corner now. Fast lap from him. What I've just seen. It's a 104.7. It's a good bunker lap for now. But Roteria just doesn't a lap behind him. He does a 104.968. That's 2/10 off of Webson, and Noxie goes less than a 10th faster than Webson there. It looks like this is going to be close qualifying.
Yeah, Noxie now with the fastest time. Obviously, he has been on pole quite a bit this season. He has more pole positions than anyone else so far. But he has never really, put in that same performance during the actual race. So we'll see what he will do today. We are missing quite some. We're missing, for example, Lewis. Lewis has won the last 2 races. But we do have Jibo back, and Jibo won the first couple, if I remember correctly. So will we see a repeat winner? Will we see a new winner?
Scuderia with Tess has retired from the session in Sector 3 on the little straight before the penultimate corner. I don't know what's happened there. It looked like he took the curb and lost it a bit there, maybe.
Yeah, I think he just took the inside curve because that quite often makes your car spin.
Yeah, well, I missed it.
Unfortunate for him.
GBO was first. Completely missed that one.
With 5 tenths, that's a big gap too. Yeah, everyone will be looking to put in their time on soft tires, I presume. Because otherwise they'll have to do the sprint race on medium tires, which doesn't make sense. Davidoa slots in nicely in P2.
He goes faster, GBO, with a 104.1 now.
Did he do 2 back-to-back laps?
I think so.
I think he did. Yeah,
it
he
can
has
sometimes
low
work
ERS.
on this track as well. Because you end it with around 56, 57% ERS. So Yeah, you can go 2 laps back to back, and your tires get used to it. It's a good track for tires getting used to.
Yeah, that's fair enough by him then. Obviously, if you wear your tires too much, you will be starting on these. So, but then again, it's only a 5-lap race, and after that you can put on new tires. So, I don't know if it's much of an issue if you do some more laps on your tires than usual. As I think Sappi is now the only one currently on a hot lap. Nope, he's boxing. There are only 3 drivers left on
What a
track.
camera that was.
So, Viable Scarf tried to start his hot lap, but he invalidated it before he started it, and Riff Bike behind in the Red Bull, he started his hot lap and immediately slowed down. So they are both not on the hot lap at the moment. I think the Red Bull MP12, yeah, he seems to be starting his hot lap, but isn't opening his DRS, which is interesting. Taking very interesting lines through the first couple of corners. Swerving a bit, still not opening the DRS. Ooh, and totally misses spins. And he's now on his AI, which is quite dangerous in qualifying.
About to go around the final corner and start his lap now. Oh, and he spun!
Ooh.
Out of turn 1.
But he can still continue, so he still has a chance to put in a new lap. As the Red Bull, who just started his hot lap, already invalidated again.
There's a chance he'll get disqualified. Oh no, he didn't.
I'm now watching Rotelleo starting his lap, but I don't know if someone else is on the hot lap currently.
Alright, brought it back. I'm gonna leave commentating for you for a minute.
Okay.
I'll watch Rotelleo. back.
Hey Aiden, did you really deafen and left me to comment it?
Yes. I literally said, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna leave you to commentate.
But then you deafened so no one could hear me.
Oh shit, I'm a dumbass.
No worries.
Oh.
Basically what happened, a small recap, Rotelia just didn't manage to put in a lap. Noxy jumped Davido's to P2, and Abbas had a lap where he got blocked by 5 different people in one lap. And that's a recap of what happened. So, quite a lot of drivers back out on track.
Got a Lego mini figure. Raccoon.
I think Checo Sully? Yeah, he goes to P5. 104.9.
Damn. Ignored me.
Oh, what did you say?
I got a Lego minifigure.
A Lego minifigure?
Yeah.
Of what?
A raccoon.
A raccoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rifait is on AI driving around 5 laps. So we are gonna ask him to retire a box. I don't know, what's this guy's username? Who is Rifaid actually? Who is that?
I have no clue.
And Cheapo got a 5-place grid penalty for illegal blocking. Oh my god, this is not going well, guys. Yeah, Jibo is now on into the 103s in the lap time. This Rifaid guy is still blocking everyone. This is disastrous. But I don't think he's a driver, so we have people inviting other people who are not drivers, ruining it for others.
Wow.
Now Rotelia getting full on blocked by SAI. This is just really, really bad. I don't know who this is, this driver, but that's basically a league ban if you perform acts like this. The issue is I don't think he is in the league. Yeah, he's been going around for 8 laps now. His AI is just driving and driving. It's absolute madness. Altrox finally put in a time. Not a good one, but it's a time. Rotelia making the unfortunate mistake of sticking behind that AI. I think he's just trying to overtake him on this outlap or something to get him out of the way. Like if I was stuck behind an AI like this in quali, I'd just try to get him off the track. That's why would you leave your car in AI during qualifying?
Noxie's on a lap.
Ooh. He's also approaching the AI when he validates.
Ah.
Oh, we go straight. Can he keep it out of the wall? Just, oh, no.
Nope, no he can't.
Just touched the wall, unfortunately. He retired on track, which means his AI will drive back onto the circuit. Let's watch quickly. Both Alfa Romeo approaching him on an outlap, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yeah, his car's already parked up. want to see how much time we still have to go. Okay, 1 minute 30 seconds. Yeah, Aiden, we're gonna filter out some drivers between the sprint and the feature race.
Okay.
We're gonna have to be kicking some people.
Just going off in turn 5 there.
Checo Sui into P4, jumped Webison with his time. Very close though. P3, 4 and 5.
Daffy has retired.
He retired on track, it looks
Yeah.
like.
He did, and there is a couple
Yeah.
of cars behind him, but he has pulled up onto a marshal's post just in the.
It looks there's still a lot of people getting blocked by the Rift guy.
Oh, and he's been murdered.
Ooh,
Oh.
ooh, what happened?
Someone tried to kill him, but it didn't work. I think it was Danny McBride.
That can result in a grid penalty by the game, so they have to be careful with that. Jibo got a grid penalty,
So they
so he'll be
finished.
starting P5.
So that will be the end of qualifying.
Yeah, I'm moving on to the sprint race. I'm very sad because it's we're waiting for Jibo to roll into the pit lane. Okay, here we go.
So this is the qualifying result for the sprint race. It's GBO is first, Noxie is second, Webby third, Dodas fourth on the second row, Checo's I don't know. In fifth, Bratalia in sixth. Seventh is Enviable Staff. Eighth is Abbas. Ninth is Sappy. 10th is Danny McBride. 11th is Aljox. 12th is Fade. I can't tell the difference between A's and L, I's and L. 13th is Manan Kumar. 14th is Scuderia Wittes. That is all of the people.
Yeah. So we were waiting for everyone to press advance. Jibo had the fastest lap by a mile, but he will be put back 5 places for the sprint race.
Why?
But
What happened?
I don't. He had illegal blocking penalty, but he has said nothing about it, so we can't just remove it. And considering there's also a sprint race, I think he can recover back to pole position for the normal race quite easily, because we know how fast the GBO is. Apparently we are waiting for Abbas to press advance. Nice lobby, guys. Love to see
Why
it.
is it not? I
We're waiting
can't
for someone. It's
advance.
glitched. Just we
Dan,
need.
I can't
Oh,
advance. Spectators don't advance.
yeah. Spectators don't advance
Yeah.
indeed. Resident sleeper indeed, or whatever it's called. Really trying to figure out what the drivers are seeing.
Loading. Wait. Tell me if this works. Did that work?
Nothing happens. We can restart the lobby.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Loading.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll be back with you shortly. Thank you, people.
It's for me, whatever. Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. My loading is not complete. Yes, it is. Well, welcome back. And we are ready for the sprint qualifying. It is 5 laps around the Austrian Red Bull Ring with 13 drivers, I think it is. So this will be interesting. 30 minutes until lights will be on. Not 30 minutes, 30 seconds, sorry. The lights will be on. And then we'll be onto the sprint race. 5 laps of action, battling for the real races qualifying for.
Yeah. So everyone's selecting their setups now and make sure they start on the soft tires. As we
So
should be starting.
on grid 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go for the Austrian sprint race. It looks like Williams and Noxie gets an amazing start there. He's already incredibly ahead. And then the Alfa Romeo, he's had a great start. He's up to 3rd now.
Ooh, Davidoff was spun out his teammate Webison.
Something happened at the back. There's 3 people.
Ay. That was big carnage. They were free wide into turn 1 and Davidoff was totally cut off his teammate Webison who was on the inside. Didn't expect to be free wide.
As we move, is Retalia going to go for a move on Davidoff into turn 5? He goes side by side. He doesn't make it stick yet. They will be close into the next corner. No. Davidoff keeps ahead of Retalia there.
Where's Natured? He's already up 6 positions. He profited big from all the carnage happening. P7 and was about to make a move onto P6, but backed out to prevent a crash. It's very close from P3 all the way to P7. Nox is just gone. Yeah, Nature now making a move on Invital's car, not even using DRS, only pure straight line speed.
Oh, but Invital's car's gonna try and come back for him. Is he gonna go for a dive into turn 3? Is Slipstream? No.
Ooh, really late braking. Nature almost went into the back of his teammate. Still quite close together. So the big loser so far has been Webison. He went from P2 or P3 to P10. Really unfortunate for the McLaren driver. Yeah, the gaps are opening up a little bit, but there will be DRS now, which could really spice up the battle for P3. Shortelia slightly locks up into the corner and now has a bad run. So Chibo side by side with Retalia into turn 3 here. This is gonna be very tight. Forced onto the curb, tried to go around the outside, but Retalia has the better traction, so Chibo won't take the position yet. As Abbas and Webison are side by side now. To the straight, yeah, Abbas has the position.
So we're gonna go for a move down the inside. It's close between these two here, and Webby has the traction on Abbas. Oh, there's contact! Abbas hits Webby wide. Abbas hits Webby again. What is going on here?
Maybe connection issues, considering Abbas is from India, so he's in on a different server. So obviously it's also very important to make sure you don't get a penalty because everyone will be so close. That with Davidoff now really gaining time on number 2, Checo, Sui. Retalia on Davidoff and Jibo on Retalia and Natured on Jibo. They are all still very close in the train. So
Oh, that's really late braking for GBO. Almost. punts Rotalia straight into that corner.
So Webison is going around the outside of Abbas. Can he make it stick? No, not yet. What are the yellow flags? Oh, and Vital Scarf is going slowly. It looks like he's spun. He will be overtaken by Alphavis. That's very tricky and close. Oh, he's on AI. That's not ideal. David Owen passed Jacko Sul. When would that happen? Quite surprised by how close these P2 to P6 are managing to stay. But it is one big DRS train, which is always difficult in Austria. Because you aren't going to be looking to make moves in corners, you're just going to try and overtake on the straights, and if there's a DRS train, it's almost impossible to overtake on the straights. As Noxie wins, that was quite quick. Noxie gets 3 points, Davidoff gets 2 points, Jacko Sui gets 1 point, and the rest of the starter grid for the feature race will be Rotalia, Chibo, Nature, who gained 7 places, Danny, McBride, Abbas, Webison, Sappi and Vital Scarf, Aljox, Scuderia with Tess.
Well, that is the order for the actual race, which will happen in just a couple minutes.
Yep.
With the 2 Mercedes in the 2 final positions.
We have some people accusing others of doing weird stuff.
So, Noxie will be getting 3 points. Davidoas with 2, and Jackosi, I really can't tell if that's an L or an I. Getting 1 point here.
It's double I.
Mm.
Jacko Sui or something.
Right. We'll be back shortly.
Yeah, I saved the grid, so
Welcome everyone, we are back for the main event now. Session will start in about 30 seconds from now. We are just waiting for people to pick their setups and pick their strategies for this race.
Yeah, so we just came off of a quick sprint race. There were some interesting battles, some incidents, but that did create the starting grid for the race we are about to witness. The VRL Tier 2 Season 4 Austrian Grand Prix.
So, we are on the formation lap.
Yeah, let's quickly have a look at the tires, because everyone has a free choice of tires, so quite interesting to see who is starting on what, as we have the top 3 on the mediums, P4 Rotilli on the softs, and then Jibo on the mediums again, Nature and Danny McBride in P6 and 7 on the softs, then P8, 9, 10 and 11 on the mediums, and P12 and 13 on the softs. So quite a mix of strategies, could be interesting to see at the start. Generally, it isn't difficult to keep up with soft runners when you're on mediums on this track. Especially if you can stay in that DRS, which is crucial. But yeah, Noxy leading the pack. Making his way around to the second sector now. So Aiden, do you have any predictions? Any hot takes?
I don't know. Alrighty.
Yeah, I don't know for sure how long the tires are gonna last. Yeah, Noxy starting on pole for 5th race or something this season, or 4th. Will he this time manage to convert it into a winning race result? We'll see as everyone is rolling back to the grid, and I'll leave Aiden responsible for the start commentary.
On the grid, it's 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go for the Austrian Grand Prix. And Noxy gets another great start. Top 4 have left the bottom pack. It's too wide. Lots of contact between Ferrari at the back. McLaren goes wide. Looks like it's being kept clean through here. There's a battle up front. A little bit side by side through turn 3. It's looking quite clean so far.
Yeah, mainly what I've seen is Rotelia. He got touched by a couple of people, so he dropped down a couple of positions, but he managed to keep it on track.
Natured gets past Jackasui, or Jack. I say Jack.
Yeah.
For the last podium position, and his teammate GBO is going to do the exact same thing. They're still side by side. They're gonna go side by side into the penultimate corner. Who's gonna go ahead? It is gonna be GBO.
Yeah, it appears starting on those softs was a really good decision by Nature. It's already up from P6 to P3, and still gaining on the people ahead. Ooh, Chekasu on the outside. Had to go off track there, so Jibo kept the position. So Noxy had a good start, but he's slight lead that he got after lap 1 already evaporated. Davidoff managed to go back into 6/10 of it. As this will be the last lap without DRS. We see Webison dropping down. What happened with him? Does he have damage? No, I think he just was caught in some crashes. So up front, DRS will be activated this next lap, and Davidoas is very close to Noxie, so will he overtake him on the next straight? This might be very interesting to witness. Nature as the fastest lap of the race with MP3. So let's have a look. Davidoas opens his DRS. Nature does too. Noxie is really a sitting duck here. He cannot do anything, and it's going to be free wide into turn 3. Who's gonna come out in front? Ooh, it's gonna be Noxie. I don't know how he managed that, but it was very tight. Scuderia with tests up into P4, also starting on those soft tires. So if he can... oh, there are all kinds of braking markers getting run over by Danny McBride there. As Jibo gets a penalty for corner cutting and gaining 1 place. That's interesting. So now Nature looking to go on the move for Noxie. Davidoas obviously tried to do it last lap. He didn't manage to pull it off. But ooh, Nature, yeah, he's patiently watching, patiently sitting behind, waiting for this next straight because it's better to make a move here than the other one. So yeah. Slipstream DRS combination, also using ERS. Late braking, and ooh, Noxie throws it in front of him. And he has DRS, so Noxie can now try and create a small gap again. Maybe Davidoff on Nature, he has Slipstream. No, he waits patiently behind.
Ooh.
Oh, Escuderia with Tess. Whoa, that was a really tricky move by him. He slides down the inside. That wasn't so clean, and he didn't keep any of the positions he tried to gain there. Jibo behind, surprisingly slow if I say so myself. Normally he's always up there at the front. But at least he's keeping up with the train, and he's on the medium, so he will be quick later in the race on those soft tires, I think. Ooh, as Webison spun, and he's entering the pit lane. Unfortunate for the McLaren driver, not his weekend so far after a great quality. Ooh, Nature in front of Noxie. This time he's way more in front. Noxie tries to cut back over the curb. Will he be able to get in with Slipstream here? No. It looks like Nature just had really good traction. And he's now on the soft tires. If Nature cannot create a gap, he will be in a very big disadvantage when the pit stop starts. So this is where he has to perform, and he already gains a couple of tenths in one corner there. Now Davidoas also right behind Noxie again. And Jibo right behind. I know what happened to Scuderia with Tess. I think he had a moment maybe. So Nature almost a second in front. Noxie barely keeping up with him in the DRS. So these are crucial corners if Noxie wants to still have a chance at the win. But Davidoff is using ERS. Noxie also, but he's a Slipstream. Will he go for a dive? No, he waits. Should go for a good exit. Ooh, there's a slight moment there. So Noxie appears to be safe for now in P2. As Sappi overtook Danny McBride on the straight, quite a good move by him. Davido was only 1/10 behind Noxie, who is now not in DRS anymore. So will Davido go for a move on this straight? Yes, he will. So let's see what Noxie does now. Will he be able to get him back on this straight? Yes, a really good exit. Davido was hit the inside curb. So that wasn't good for his run down to turn 3 as they're side by side. Oh, and Jibo is also there. Who will Noxie takes a wide line, he has to go off track. Will he keep the position? He gets a penalty for multiple warnings. And in the end, David Doas again lost the position trying to make an overtake. Ooh. There's some weird driving going on there on the straight. David Doas had an inside line and he just overtook both of them. I really don't know what just happened in those two corners.
Very odd.
But yeah, that was really odd. So David Oz is now into P2 with Jibo P3 and Noxie in P4. Yeah, there are two trains, and I'd like to also focus on the other one, but this one at the front just isn't cooling down. So will Jibo try and make a move on David Oz? He does have the DRS. You need so much more speed. Noxie too far behind to do anything.
Easier.
Really late braking, but not. Yeah. This Suppy Scuderia with Tess and Viable Scarf, they're all side by side. Scuderia with Tess down the inside of Suppy, and he goes past. Quite a good move. And the Viable Scarf also goes past Suppy. Yeah, if you are on the outside of turn 4, that's a really bad place to be. Everyone down the inside can just easily overtake you, basically. And let's have a look back at David Doas, who is struggling a little bit to keep up with Jibo, but he is still in DRS. Jibo almost got himself into DRS of his teammate, who's still on soft tires, as he puts down the fastest lap of the race, 106.5, which is already quite quick. That's only 2.5 seconds, I think, of his quali pace. Oh, Natured Spun! Natured Spun out of the leads. Really unfortunate for the Alpine
As you
driver.
say that, Enviable Scarf is gone for a move on Scuderia Test. A very good move, and that puts him up to P5.
Wow, that's really unfortunate for Nature. That kind of ruins his race, probably. And that's also unfortunate for Jibo, who had to slam the brakes there to make sure to not crash into his teammate, which made him lose time to Davidovas, and now he cannot get his teammate's DRS to create a gap. But if Davidovas can stay in the DRS of Jibo, he might still be able to battle with him. Also take into consideration, Jibo got a 5-second time penalty for cutting a corner, which he will have to serve at his first pit stop. There's nothing you can do about that, even if it wasn't a deserved penalty.
Scuderia Test and Sappy going side by side through turn 1. Scuderia Test gets the better of him through there, but Sappy will have slipstream down into turn 3. Will he go for a dive? No, he brakes early. Avoids going for a dive on Bolly there.
Davidos on Jibo into turn 4. He has the inside line, so theoretically, Jibo tried to make a switch back on him, but he didn't succeed. So Davidos took back the lead of the race, and Noxie already 2 seconds behind, just not really having the pace to keep up with the leaders. But as of now, still contending for a podium finish.
Noxie's in the pits.
Ooh. So what tire will he be going on? He's going on to the softs, he's going for a 2-stopper. Interesting. So it appears the tire wear is quite high in that case. Is he trying to go for the undercut? That's the question.
That was quite an early box for like, if he was on medium combat tires.
Yeah, he was on mediums. Ooh, if I was Scarf and Scuderia with Tess still side by side. Scuderia with Tess go for a dive. Oh, really late braking by him. But he does keep it in front. Very interesting battle going on there. Snager gets a 3-second time penalty.
Totally followed.
And, yeah. So it appears Noxie is actually stuck behind Sappi, who is on old mediums and he's on fresh soft, so he will be looking to make that overtake as soon as possible.
Danny McBride goes into the pits now.
Yeah, considering how long people are keeping out these softs, it might be a one-stopper for people, for most people, but Noxie
Oh,
is
that's
going for an
Noxie
aggressive.
making move on Sappi here. Into turn 1 is a good overtake from him. He goes off though. Sappi might get him back on the straight after turn 1, and he does. Will Noxie fight back? Will he go for a move into turn 3? He doesn't, but he will have DRS on the next straight, and he has the traction already.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
pretty
like
important for him to get in front here.
very easy overtake for Noxie there.
As Chivo got in front of Davidos again, totally missed that unfortunately. Yeah, they keep DRS training each other and changing the lead every so. We see Abbas really close behind that Vital Scarf now. Oh, he had to slam the brakes, that lost him a bit of time. Yeah, other small gaps. Danny McBride on Jack. And Jack on Webby. They are just in the DRS train. Abbas went in front of Vital Scarf, but he brakes late. It's a bit of a wider line. Ooh, and Vital Scarf had a good run down his inside, but unfortunately he had to overcorrect, and Abbas was opening and closing his DRS 2 times there. He does have the inside line, so if Abbas can put down the traction, yeah, he does keep the position in the end. Now probably looking to catch up to Bolu, who is on old soft tires that are probably starting to wear. We also see Chekosui. No. He almost went for a move on Webison, but just decided to back out at the end there. Yeah, I think we are seeing quite a lot of soft runners now starting to struggle with their tires dropping off. But this is a good time for the mediums to see how far they can go. And Vital Scarf is boxing for a new wing and soft tires. Apparently he had some kind of contact that gave him damage. Davido's doing a good job keeping up with Chivo. And their gap on Nature in P3 is already 7.5 seconds. Scuderia with Tess, now right behind Abbas. Ooh, put down the traction a bit too early in first corner of Sector 3. Abbas out of ERS, it looks like. He had the recharging light on for a little bit there. You can really see him struggling for grip in those medium and high speed corners on these worn soft tires. And Noxie behind, making up a lot of time already.
Happy is in the pit. I'm a bit late to realise that as he's leaving the pit now.
So interestingly, Danny McBride, who started on the medium tires, I think, he went onto the hards. So he's going for a conservative one-stopper. You know, if he can get those hards working, that might not even be too bad of a strategy. But considering Nature already did... Oh, Nature's boxing actually this lap. So he did 16 laps or 15 laps on those soft tires. Will he be going to the end on mediums or on hards? It looks like mediums, and I suspect it's going to be a one-stopper. There he goes out of the pits. So Noxie jumped him with quite a big margin, obviously. But Noxie will have to stop again. It was crucial for him to get the most out of these tires, to still get that high finishing position. But let's see who all still need to stop. Yeah, only the top 4 still has to make a pit stop. Which would mean, provisionally, Noxie is leading this race. If Chiba would pit now, Noxie would be most likely in front of him. Let's see, there appears to be a battle for P8. Oh, actually, P1 Davidoras, is he going to send it? No, he's staying behind Chiba once again. But he is really keeping up and putting the pressure on him. And he might be able to, you know, stretch out his wings a bit more. Or go for the undercut as he sends it down the inside in turn 4.
Oh, fuck.
Good move by Davidoras there. He takes back the lead of the race again. So he really is showing the pace to win it today. So if he can keep doing this. You see Aljox and Webison side by side. Ooh, Aljox totally cuts the corner. He plants it in front of Webison with a better traction, so he takes back the position. Aljox without the RS is now almost also getting overtaken by Jack. But he still stays behind. Ooh, Jack almost spun.
Someone went off there. It was Rotalia.
Oh,
Rotalia's
yeah.
gone off completely. That's lost him a lot of positions there.
Yeah. Talia dropped down.
He's almost down to last.
Yeah, he dropped down 5 positions because of that off into the gravel, unfortunately for him. Nature puts in the fastest lap of the race on those medium tires. Yeah, he really is showing the pace. Had 3 purple sectors there. Ooh, and Jibo gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So that counted up with his 5-second corner cutting penalty that he will have to serve. This puts Davidoras in a really good position.
And Aljox is going to get overtaken by both Alfa Romeos here. Into turn 3. No, he doesn't.
He went off track, got a warning for that. Let's see what Bolu is
Will
trying to do.
Jack go for another dive?
No, Bolu dives on the inside of Jack.
Ooh,
Contact.
that was incredibly dangerous from Bolu.
Yeah, and he takes positions of both Aljox and Jack, but that was a really dirty move by Bolu. So I don't know if he will get away with that one. That might have even given him damage, but it looks like he's still going. That's certainly interesting. And Chiba is struggling to keep up with Davidoras, almost out of DRS. If Davidoras has a good rest of the lap, he might pull himself loose from...
And I'm going to go down to Envy Scarf because he's really close behind Webby now. But Jack finally gets past Aljox. He's about to get past Bolu as well into turn 3.
And Viable Scarf and Webby side by side. Okay, decently clean racing and Viable Scarf.
That's
slides it in
Aljox
front
going
of Webby.
over the sausage curve on the inside of turn 3.
Yeah,
Not sure what.
he does that a lot. He does that a lot to defend, it looks like.
Webby's
taking
coming back at
interesting
Enviable
runs.
Scarf. It's not just worked up there. There's 2 battles. This is really hard to keep up with here.
Yeah, basically the battle between Scuderia Vitesse, Jack and Aljox has been questionable. They have been doing interesting moves, but if they don't report each other, I guess it's fine. So, let's see, back into the DRS train. Thibaut Cotta back to David Doas. But he won't be able to make moves anytime soon. Suppy gets past Danny McBride now. Will Webbison make a move on Enviable Scar?
What the? Our first time viewer has just donated 16 bits. Thank you very much. Let me just read this. Myla and Len. Lenel, Annie, 13. As Jack is getting fast. Ooh.
Ooh,
Bolu,
really?
he's gonna go. No, he isn't. Oh, that was scary from Bolu there.
Jack.
Oh, and he's hit the back of Jack.
Yeah. Bolu and Jack really both moving a lot during their defending battling, whatever you want to call it. Not always the cleanest. It seems like none of them have damage. Ooh, Aljox is spun and he's off. Yeah, he's in P12 now, unfortunately for him. Also with a big penalty. Here we might see a move by Enviable Scar from Webbison the next straight. Yes, DRS. Will he be able to put down traction? Not using ERS. Maybe waiting for the next straight. Webbison going defensive on the inside of the track, sends it around the outside. Enviable Scar will have DRS on the next straight. As he has a good
Oh, and that's Webby spun! Webby's lost his entire front wing there.
Yeah, he went too early on the traction and just catapulted it into the barrier, unfortunately for him. Escuderia Vitesse is once again in front of Jack. Noxie and Abbas battling. Oh no, Abbas is pitting, that makes sense. Now, Chibo really close to Davidoa as well. Ooh. No, okay. I was gonna say, is he gonna make a move now, but he had a really bad exit out of turn 3. So that isn't going to happen yet. Noxie now. Nature's right behind him, so yeah, Noxie
Jack is getting really close behind the Mercedes of Bolu here. Isn't he gonna try and make a move into turn 3? Bolu got a better exit out of turn 1 though. But Jack has DRS, he's got slipstream. He's not gonna... Bolu's not gonna make it easy for him though. He goes defensive. He works well for that part as on the little straight down to turn 5. Jack's gonna have another go. Is Bolu gonna fight it again? He tries to. But Jack, it looks like he got it, but Bolu is still there.
Chibo is boxing and serving his 5-second time penalty. He's going up to soft tires for the one stopper. Will David Doas follow him into the pit next lap, and will Chibo undercut him?
No,
as
no,
natured.
But
no, because of the penalty, right?
Jack has successfully got ahead of Bolu here.
Yeah, and Noxie got overtaken by Natured right next to the Alpine pit box. That was a nice sight for those guys to see, I guess. So Chibo now on the fresh tires, how close or how fast will he be able to catch up to his teammate? Oh, what happened? Oh, Jack spun, I think? Yeah, he got overtaken by a couple of people, unfortunately for the Alfa Romeo driver. May I just quickly say, Bolu Sowole has 18 seconds of time penalties and Sapi behind has none. As Davidos goes into the box, let's see, how close will he be to Chibo when he comes out of the pits? And on go the soft tires. Oh, as Noxie is boxing for his last stop of the race. He will still be in front of Nature, it looks like. Really close though. Davido's now soft tires, so he should be able to quickly get away from Nature. And Chibo should be able to quickly get his teammate. A lot of people in the midfield now boxing too. Oh, Noxie now behind Scuderia with Tessie went on to medium tires, which is interesting, considering most people went on to softs to finish the race now. But Scuderia Tess doesn't send it on Noxie. So Noxie now has to make up one position more to justify his nature keeping up in the DRS of Davidoas, which might be really bad for Davidoas. Surprisingly, Cheapo did not put in the fastest lap of the race, even though he is on brand new fresh softs. Screw with this on 21 seconds of penalties.
He's nearing disqualification.
Yeah, he has to be careful with his track limits.
About to be overtaken by Abbas. Abbas really outbrakes himself there. Doesn't really work. Bulu gains time from that. On Abbas.
Nature now out of DRS for Davidoas. So Davidoas' job to win this race is just keep up the pace for the last 10 laps as he puts down the fastest lap of the race without using a single bit of DRS. Ooh, and Nature gets another 3-second time penalty for cutting that corner. Pretty big. Chibo, yeah, it's basically him versus Davidoas. What role will his teammate play in this? We'll see. But Chibo does have a 3-second time penalty, something Davidoas does not have.
Abbas gets past Bolu in turn 1, but Bolu gets him back straight on the exit.
Yeah.
And Aljox is retired from the session.
That's a safety car, the first one of the race.
Oh my god.
And the first retirement of this race. This might really spice things up. Chibo and Davidoas just been on the new tire.
Yeah.
No, because then he would have been lapped and then he would not have had a chance to get back into the race. I think it's smart for Webberson to stay out one more lap and then box if he wants to go.
Nature's pitting, Davidoas is pitting, GBO is pitting.
Ooh.
Top 3 are boxing.
Yeah, Chibo now pitting away his 3-lap old soft tires. 2 laps actually, so he won't gain much of an advantage. This will... Oh, Davidoas is also pitting, I didn't notice.
Scarf is pitting, Noxie's pitting, Bolu's pitting, everyone's pitting, Abbas is pitting. Every single person is boxing.
That will basically be in for another sprint race then. But it will be slightly longer than the one we already had. That's gonna be interesting. Davidoa still in the best position, it looks like. Everyone on fresh tires, he does not have a penalty. Yeah, it's really unfortunate for people like Walu and Vital Scarf who have double-digit penalties. And this is really good for Sappi. If he can keep up with the pack, he might be on for P4 or something like that. Because he also kept it on the track, no penalties for him as of now. Same with Webison. Webison does decide to stay out again though, so it appears he won't be looking to box. What tires is he? He's on 4-lap old softs. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, this basically leveled the field. Strategies don't count anymore now. We're gonna have approximately 8 laps or 7 laps of racing to the finish line.
Back.
Yeah, Aiden, slight reminder to not deafen.
Yeah, no, I had
Mhm.
to go quickly because someone just randomly walked in.
Okay. You don't have separate button for only your
No,
mic.
only deafen.
Okay. Okay. I get that. But that doesn't affect your OBS, does it? Whatever.
Hmm?
That doesn't affect your OBS, I think, or does it?
What do you mean?
Well, your microphone is separately controlled by OBS.
Yeah,
Right?
and I muted myself in OBS.
Okay. So we'll be focusing on the lead. I suspect the safety car is going to come in this lap. Yeah, it is. So everyone will be looking to warm up their tires now. And no one is left anymore, so it's all level playing field.
Dodas leading us to the green flag. Getting the race back underway. Go, when's he gonna go?
This car is now in the pits.
He's
Oh,
gone.
he's going. That was
That's a
quite a
good
good
restart.
restart by him. Yeah. Behind, a lot of people were cutting the corner to catch up, which was interesting to see. Oh, Davidos makes a big snap. Oh, he
He's
disconnects
ghosted.
on my
Oh
screen.
no, he's gone.
What happened there?
He's lagged out. He's sick.
I think he lagged out of the session. Wow, no way that just happened.
He didn't say he's left.
No, he appears to be back, but I think he disconnected for a second there. He's gonna have a tough job keeping up now. Everyone in front still has penalties, but he really has to push to stay in with the Alpines, especially he has Bolu in front of him now. He's probably going to ruin everything for him. If you take a realistic look at what has been happening so far. A viable Scarf looking to make moves on Noxie now. Diving down his inside, but keeping it on track. Yeah, Noxie not really the fastest right now on these soft tires. Yeah, so no DRS yet for the next lap. Nature is leading with Chibo behind half a second and Noxie behind him half a second. And Webison is sitting behind. Scuderia Wates gets another penalty. 24 seconds. As Davidos is looking to go for a move. What will Bolu force him off the track? And he puts it in front of him. Bolu really putting his business in a battle he really shouldn't be putting his business in. Especially considering he has 24 seconds of penalties. Which would put him straight down to last if it finishes like this. Noxie now keeping up with Chibo, looking to maybe make a move on him once the DRS activates. Nature in P1 with 6 seconds of time penalties and Chibo behind with 3 and Noxie behind with 3. So, Chibo with DRS on Nature, how close can he get? Will he dive down the inside? No, he's patiently waiting behind. Davidos gets in front of Scuderia Wates, as Scuderia Wates does a really stupid dive down the inside. But for some reason they keep it clean. I don't know. There was some quite heavy braking. I have to compliment Scuderia Wates for still managing to brake so early. Because that almost turned into a very dangerous accident. Davidos now trying to catch up, to still get that podium, at least. That's what he's looking for. Now, Chibo and Noxie, they're still in a train of blue cars. Noxie struggling a little bit to keep up. Scarf behind does have 15 seconds of penalties. Really unfortunate for the Alfa Romeo driver. But What will Jibo do on this straight? Will he overtake his teammate? Will he patiently wait behind and just get him on penalties? As David Doas, he is almost, as it stands now, he would win the race still because of the penalties. If he can catch up that Vital Scarf, maybe DRS train him, he's going to be in a really good position to still get back to race win. As Jibo, he is
At the back of the grid, positions are changing for P11 and P12 between Daniel McBride and Webberson. Daniel McBride looks like he's got that position bag now.
Yeah, as the small gaps are... Ooh, Sapi and Scuderia with Tess battling again. Scuderia Tess late braking into that corner.
Jack's trying to get some reaction with Bolu. Bolu forces him off. What is Bolu doing?
That was not nice by Bolu. He should have given the Alfa Romeo room there. As Jack, I think, switched onto AI or something happened there. That looked really weird. He really lost out there. Maybe he went onto AI to make a clip quickly so he can report Bolu later on. Bolu now 27 seconds of time penalties. No way he is finishing in the points if everyone keeps it on track. Noxie gets another time penalty as Chibio overtakes Nature for the lead of the race. The question is, will Davidoas be in Chibo's penalty zone by the time the race finishes?
Nice question. And we want it to be answered, and we want it now.
It's all about if Nature can slow down his teammate enough. He's still sitting behind right now. I don't know if Nature is aware of the situation that's happening right now with Davidoas almost in Chibo's penalty zone. I think he might be. So after this we have 3 more laps to go of this quite exciting Austrian Grand Prix. And the Bible Scarf gets another penalty. He's now also into the 20 seconds of penalties. Shiva puts down the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, Davidoas now, he's just depending on Jibo getting another track limits penalty, I guess. The Viable Scarf overtook Noxie there. Ooh, but he was late breaking Noxie down the inside. Will he have the traction and the DRS? Yes, he will. He gets back past the Viable Scarf. Let's see what will happen in the next corner. Viable Scarf maybe choosing to dive down the inside. No, he's waiting behind. So they did a little position swapping there. Davidoas maybe trying to catch up. Yeah, it appears a win is not anymore in the books for him. Nature almost out of DRS of his teammate. Chibo, he noticed he still had a chance to win and he just turned on his mega pace. Like we've seen him doing most of the season. He's been absolutely fast. As he puts on another fast lap of the race. He is out of DRS now, however, that is good. Viable Scarf on Noxie again. And Noxie just wants to finish that car to get his P4. Viable Scarf. Now Scarf with the DRS. Ooh, wow, no, look how much more speed he has than Noxie, choosing down the inside line. Late braking into the Noxie around the outside. Will he have the traction? No. Scarf appears to now have the position. Oh, and Scuderia Bates is disqualified.
About time.
30 seconds of time penalty. It was about time. No way he was going to finish in the points with that amount of penalties anyway. So it wouldn't change a lot except he finishes low. Yeah, it's good with that. We've seen some battling for him this race and some pace, so just if he could have kept it on the track, maybe he could have, actually finished in a good position, but unfortunately for him that didn't happen. As you see, Noxie now on Viable Scarf with the DRS. Ooh, and Natured on G-mode also. No.
Ooh, that's Davidoas going off and he's got a penalty! Davidoas gets a penalty!
Okay, so that puts him in a situation where he won't get back. As Nature overtook Jibo, I totally didn't see that. But Nature sells more penalties.
Oh, Envy will score for 21 seconds. Nature does 6
Yeah.
seconds. And I think he's just about within 6 seconds of Nature. So he... No, he's not. Wait. He's just...
Nature gets another penalty, so
Okay.
that basically makes Davido's switching position good again.
Yeah.
So,
Davidos will be
ooh,
finishing, theoretically.
as
He...
Chibo wins the
Yeah.
Austrian Grand Prix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
GBO.
Davido's
Great job from him today. Davidos had an amazing race.
Watch Sappi and
Down
Webison
to the
jump
last
up a
lap.
lot of positions. Sappi P5!
Oh, Webby
And Webison
P6.
Good job for them not getting any penalties. And the only one who finishes outside of the points, Danny McBride. That was quite an exciting race, if I say so myself. So congratulations to Alpine. They had an insane result once again. I don't know how Jiba always manages to come out in top. He's just so damn quick. Let's have a look at the... Yeah. Let's have a look at the end of the race, the result. Yeah. So Davidowas, with how the penalties and stuff all worked out, he finished 5.2 seconds behind Jibo. Then you have Nature, Noxy, Sappi, Webby, Retelia, Junk, Abbas, Scarf, Danny McBride, Alchux, and Scuderia with Tetsu got disqualified in the second to last lap, unfortunately for him. But yeah, some good points for Alpine, McLaren, Williams, and AlphaTauri especially. They have a good result. I think this is Sappi's best result ever.
Yeah, well, thank you all for watching. It has been a roller coaster for the first ever sprint race in VRL history, and hopefully there are a lot more to come in season 5. Thank you all for watching. It's been a